James Clear once said, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." This is the core of his best-selling book, Atomic Habits. Ponder upon this statement for a moment. It's not the lofty ambitions we set that define our success, but rather the mundane, everyday routines we follow. This is the magic of atomic habits. Imagine a single atom. It's minuscule, right? Almost inconceivable to the naked eye. Yet when combined with millions of other atoms, it forms matter. It forms everything we can see and touch. This is the essence of atomic habits. Small, consistent changes that over time compound to create significant results. In the realm of self-improvement, we often set big, audacious goals. We want to run a marathon, write a novel, or learn a new language. Yet, we often overlook the power of the small, incremental steps that lead us towards these achievements. James Clear argues that we should focus less on the goals themselves and more on the systems we put in place to reach them. These systems or routines are our atomic habits. A 5-minute jog each day, writing a single page each morning, practicing a new phrase in a foreign language each night. These are the tiny habits that, over time, compound into the marathon run, the novel written, the language learned. But why are these atomic habits so powerful? The answer lies in the compound effect. Just like compound interest in finance, the benefits of atomic habits accrue over time. Each small action might not seem like much in the moment, but when repeated consistently, these tiny habits can lead to remarkable results. This is the power of atomic habits. They are the building blocks of remarkable achievements. They are the systems that propel us towards our goals. They are the small, consistent actions that, over time, compound into significant results. So, how can we leverage the power of atomic habits? Let's delve deeper into the 4 laws of behavior change. First law, make it obvious. Second law, make it attractive. Third law, make it easy. Fourth law, make it satisfying. Simple, right? Let's delve deeper. The first law of behavior change, make it obvious, is all about clarity. If you want to cultivate a new habit, you need to make it an apparent part of your life. Think about it this way. If you want to start reading more, place a book on your bedside table where you can't ignore it. By making your new habit obvious, you're setting yourself up for success. Now onto the second law, make it attractive. This law revolves around the power of desire. To make a habit stick, you have to want to do it. So how do you make a habit attractive? You associate it with something you already enjoy. For instance, if you're trying to get into the habit of running, you might pair it with listening to your favorite podcast. By doing this, you're turning a challenging task into a rewarding experience. The third law, make it easy, is about reducing friction. The easier a habit is to start, the more likely you are to stick with it. So instead of setting a goal to read a chapter a day, start by reading just 1 page. The idea here is that once you start, you're more likely to continue. By starting small and making your habit easy, you're paving the way for consistency. Finally, the fourth law, make it satisfying. This law is all about immediate gratification. Humans are wired to seek immediate rewards, so if you want a habit to stick, you need to make it satisfying in the moment. If you're trying to eat healthier, find healthy foods that you genuinely enjoy. When you enjoy the process, you're more likely to repeat it. These laws are not just about changing habits, they're about changing our identity, which brings us to our next point. Clear states, the most effective way to change your habits is to focus not on what you want to achieve, but on who you wish to become. Now, what does this mean? It's all about identity-based habits. These are habits formed from your beliefs about yourself. Instead of focusing on an outcome, you focus on becoming the type of person who can achieve such outcomes. Let's say you want to be a writer. Rather than setting a goal to write a book, you adopt the identity of a writer. You start by writing a single line every day. This small action reinforces your identity, making it easier to uphold the habit. It's a feedback loop. Your habits shape your identity, and your identity shapes your habits. Outcome-based habits, on the other hand, focus on what you want to achieve. They can be effective, but without a strong identity supporting them, they often fall apart. Changing our habits is fundamentally about changing our self-image. But how do we track our progress? Clear suggests 2 strategies: habit tracking and habit stacking. First, let's delve into habit tracking. Imagine a sculptor meticulously chipping away at a block of marble. Each strike may seem insignificant in isolation, but the accumulation of these small actions results in a masterpiece. Habit tracking works on a similar principle. It's the process of recording each time you perform a habit. Like the sculptor, you're chipping away at the marble of your old habits and behaviors, and over time, you'll see the masterpiece of your new habits emerge. Habit tracking holds a mirror up to our behavior and provides tangible evidence of our progress. It's a simple but powerful tool that boosts our self-awareness and provides immediate gratification each time we get to mark off a completed habit. Over time, the desire to maintain that satisfying streak of successful days can keep us motivated, even when the going gets tough. But habit tracking is just one piece of the puzzle. Clear also introduces the concept of habit stacking. This is the practice of linking new habits to existing ones, essentially piggybacking on the established routines that are already ingrained in our daily lives. For example, if you already have a habit of drinking a cup of coffee every morning, you might stack a new habit of meditating for 5 minutes onto it. So, after you make your coffee, you meditate. By linking the new habit to something you already do consistently, you're creating a clear and specific cue for your new habit, making it easier to remember and more likely to stick. Habit stacking allows you to take advantage of the neural pathways already established by your existing habits, and it's a clever way to incorporate complex habits into your routine without feeling overwhelmed. In the grand scheme of things, habit tracking and habit stacking are strategies that help us become architects of our own behaviors. They empower us to take control of our actions and design our lives in line with our goals and aspirations. Remember, habits are not a finish line to be crossed, they are a lifestyle to be lived. As we wrap up, let's revisit the key takeaways from Atomic Habits. First off, we've explored the profound influence of tiny habits. These seemingly insignificant routines, like flossing just one tooth or reading a single page each night, are the building blocks of substantial change. They might not appear impactful at first glance, but like the compound effect, their impact multiplies over time. It's about making a 1% improvement each day, which can lead to a significant change over the long haul. We've also delved into the 4 laws of behavior change, making it obvious, making it attractive, making it easy, and making it satisfying. By employing these laws, we can not only create new habits, but also break down the old, undesirable ones. The key here is to design an environment that makes the good habits more appealing and the bad habits less tempting. Next, we've discussed the role of identity in habit formation. The habits we form are intertwined with our self-image. By changing our habits, we're essentially reshaping our identity. For instance, instead of focusing on the goal of reading a book, we shift our focus to becoming a reader. This shift in perspective makes the habit more sustainable, as it becomes a part of our identity, not just a temporary goal. Finally, we've touched upon the strategies for tracking progress and habit stacking. Keeping track of our habits gives us visible proof of our progress, which can be a powerful motivator. Habit stacking, on the other hand, involves pairing a new habit with an existing one, creating a domino effect that makes maintaining the new habit easier. In conclusion, Atomic Habits presents us with a clear and effective framework for habit formation and personal growth. It's not about making huge, drastic changes, but rather about implementing small, consistent habits that compound over time. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, or in this case, a single atomic habit. We hope you found this video on Atomic Habits insightful and empowering. If you did, please give it a thumbs up to let us know you appreciated it. Sharing is caring, so don't hesitate to share this video with your friends, family, or anyone else who might benefit from understanding the power of Atomic Habits. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to hit the subscribe button to join our community at Motivate HQ. We strive to bring you more content that can help you make small, consistent changes that lead to big results. Thank you for watching, and remember, every atomic habit counts towards your success. Until next time, keep making those small changes that make a big difference.